Hey, 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 Clifford Henry Stafford was the first to leave Kalamazoo's country backwoods roads. Taking the first Black Indian dream dust our grandfather kept in a cool shaft of his double-barrel shotgun above his bed. Cliff, the eldest son of the eldest aunt in the family, loved to cook, had a wide, tender, girly smile, that good Indian hair, could do the bump, the rock, and loved to play with the girls. When Cliff landed in Hollywood, his springy afro stood 10 feet high, lofty enough to brush the tops of Santa Monica palm trees, and for God to say, man, you gotta pat that down. He was, my mama said, a good baby. And when he showed up as an extra on Good Times, donning a tie-dye t-shirt with a 70s psychedelic spiral circle, his baby doll smile, his full Wolf Lake water eyes, his dust fell from his sleeves when he slapped JJ5. His toffee hues radiated from the screen when he smiled that Stafford smile, and back home, everybody crowded around the TV and we slapped each other 5. Ooh, that's Cliff. Look at my nephew, he's so handsome, Aunt Irma said. Think he a big Hollywood actor now, Aunt Irma crowed. Ain't you late, Cliff, my mama said. Ain't you late? Cliff was the first one in our family to openly love a gay man. The first to love a man who said after he'd been in Hollywood only 7 years, well, I got AIDS and you got it now too. Cliff, tall and skinny as Matterhorn autumn cornstalks, was always sweet to me, sweet like old people with soft hands and clear eyes, like Grandma Manuel, sweet like honey and lemonade, sweet as sweet does. Never leered like other cousins or uncles who pretended to hug you, but instead felt a young girl up in all the wrong places. Cliff looked at me as if he saw something special in my eyes, something real in my eyes and popping out of my scraggly plaits, because he had them too. I was 18 when I moved to Los Angeles, and within the first week he called. I jumped on the phone, puppy screams, Cliff, hey cousin, where you at? When can I visit you? Staticky background traced his words. Sunset Boulevard and Gower Grit, he coughed slightly. Don't know, baby girl, I'm working on some things. I'm working so much acting and stuff, but I'll let you know. Weeks passed, months. Los Angeles whirled like a carousel in front of my country backwoods eyes. Fractured silver stars in a black water sky, celebrities, Chinese man theater, an ocean so blue it switchbladed your eyes open like a wound. Cliff had seen it all already. And when he was younger, there were rumors that a grandfather, not ours, turned Cliff gay. But we never talked about that. Cliff was a cousin. Gay wasn't a cousin. Cliff was a son and a nephew. Gay was not a son or a nephew. The second time he called me, breathing hard and raspy, he hat-coughed his way through a sentence and abruptly hung up. Mama called me a week later. And from that hospital bed, Cliff smiled that Stafford smile. Eyes sad and sorry for dying on me, his little cousin, but not taking me to Magic Mountain. He pressed his hand into mine, hungry for warmth or taste, to feel something again, but his muscles leaped from his body. He was as translucent as a god. Picked so clean, I could almost see through this bone soup of a man, slipping from the sterile white sheets. And I wished I wasn't the one to tell people back home what had happened. Poetry. This story of how a Black Indian boy dies alone in his body, in a too loud family, in a cold hospital room across the country, dreamless, dustless, with his younger cousin looking on. Thank you.